Okay, so do banner ads still work? That's what I'm going to be able to tell you on today's video, and you'll be able to, by the end of the video, see what I found over the last couple years worked the best. I've been doing banner ads for over 10 years now, and saw a bunch of stuff that does work, saw a bunch of stuff that doesn't work. So, certainly do work today. It's just a matter of, out of all the things that you can basically do with them, just knowing that through trial and error, the stuff that works the best and works virtually every time, which I'm going to share with you here today. So, anyway, what I have here is a list of banner ad strategies, which you could also call display advertising strategies, using banner ads that I found work and ordered them in the rank or order of importance, starting from the most important at the top down. And so there's four main things that I use at any given time on our clients' campaigns here at our firm at Guaranteed PPC that I'm going to share with you today, and you can use on your own campaigns. So anyway, the first one here is remarketing. So basically most people know about remarketing, running banner ads when somebody leaves your site. You have a banner ad that has some message on it, trying to bring that user back to the site. I've seen a lot of people where I'd say more than half of people usually do that. If they're going to run an ad campaign on Google of any type, they'll usually run sometimes text ads in replacement of banner ads, or they'll run just one set of banner ads. You really should always run banner ads and text ads anyway there, but certainly you should run several types of banner ads. So. And then have very specific, well thought out messages on those banner ads. To give you an example, if you ran a construction company and you wanted people to, I bet you paid for people to come to your site, sometimes $20, $30 a click, to consider your company. And they left for a reason. So, I found having things like your reviews, your testimonials, your warranties, that kind of thing show up in different ads. If you tell the story to the user after they leave the site, you're going to stand out as the person that they're going to want to go with after when they go through that decision-making process. Because usually, as a lot of people don't recognize, even though they're Googling for you, they're not making a decision right away to purchase. And so those ads work excellent to be able to get your return on investment up on your search ads specifically. So, as well as any other people or traffic you have coming to the site. So you always run those. I run those with every campaign. I spend 10 to 20% of all of our ad budget on just the remarketing ads, just the way that I described to you every time. And you're not going to be able to see a direct correlation of people who click through those ads to purchase, but what you will see is your overall sales go up, specifically before and after doing it in terms of cart orders, or if you're not doing e-commerce, on your overall sales. So you always want to do that one. Second of all is, so when you've effectively reached out to everybody who have been to your site already on the Google Display Network, which you can certainly always do that on Facebook and LinkedIn as well. So with what you come up with one and banner ads that work on the one, you usually can do on these two as well. But beyond that, once you have wanted to, you can use the banner ads to find new customers as well, or new clients. And so usually you'll start with the Google Display Network there because it's the most refined and most targeted, and specifically you can do some stuff there that you can't do with any other place that you can run banner ads. And one of which is you can tell Google, you can make a list of your top 5 direct competitors and put their domains, their brand, the logos or brand names into what they call a custom audience, and then you can target people that have basically already went to their site before, but you can steal the customers in that case. You can have a better message than them, show up just for them, and that works pretty good then, for obvious reasons. Beyond that, you have the second thing that basically works just as good as that is if you have at least 1,000 customers in the last year, or 1,000 clients, or in a market where you have that kind of volume, targeting people that are similar to your purchasers, which is a similar audience campaign, that works very, very well. That works 5 to 10 times better than targeting people who, as a general sense, been to your site, which is a secondary thing you can do if you don't have that many people for Google to analyze to get you people similar to your customers or clients, which is another thing that I often do. That, again, it works, but just not as good, and so it's not always does that work. A good chunk of the time it does. The other thing is that you could do is if you run Google search campaigns already, is you can have the keywords that show up in your Google search ads. You can just pull those keywords out of your account and then add them to a custom audience as well as a separate custom audience, and you can target people that way, and that usually works as well. So, it's just a matter of, in each of these cases, running a test and then identifying what is the price per click that you're willing to pay based upon having your conversion tracking hooked up and seeing how well each one of them works, and then dialing in the bid to get you the return on investment that you're looking for and you had planned out for your campaign already. So, but as far as like on Google, to know if you're on the right track to make money before the numbers come in, basically, you're always trying to shoot for a CTR or click-through rate of at least 0.5% on your ads. Specifically because that'll drive your cost per click, which is directly correlated to your cost per click, down to between 10 cents and 25 cents. If you can get it down that low for most markets, you can make money already. And so ultimately, the higher the price product or service you have, the higher to the top of the range that you will be, and the lower the cost, the lower the range you are here, specifically due to the competition and that kind of thing. And then, the reason why you have to have such a high click-through rate on your ad, which comes from good messaging, being relevant, knowing the language that's going to get people in your market to respond, good imagery, good call to action, having some urgency built into the ad, this month only type offer or language in there to get people to act right away as soon as they see the ad, instead of just procrastinating, which people by nature will do. It is the conversion rates on a just typical display network ad on Google, at least, is, if you're doing it right, even between 0.1% and 0.25%. So just to give you a general idea as to, they don't convert at a very high rate, but they do convert. And so it's just a matter of, can you get the cost per click low enough by getting the cost per click low enough by getting the cost per click-through rate up on the ad high enough to be able to make all that work. And so, if you can get your cost per click down to a dime and your conversion rate's 0.2%, then it still is okay. So you're gonna, in each product and service, you're gonna have a different threshold of what you can pay for a click. So anyway, it's just a matter of, you'll have to focus a lot on finding an ad and a message that works for you. That's the hardest part of getting a banner ad campaign to work. So anyway, besides that, you can get new customers from Facebook and LinkedIn, of course. LinkedIn is like 3 times as expensive as Facebook, but the conversion rate seemed to be about 3 times as great as Facebook, so it works out. And this LinkedIn, like a lot of people, run B2B ads there more so, and you can target people by job title and industry, which you can't do on Facebook for the most part. You can still kind of do it. But that's where that comes in handy a lot. And then on Facebook, I do a lot of things like targeting people at a geographic location, people that's at a school, hospital, that kind of stuff, because of their great penetration and how effectively you can get it right out in front of people, and how often people click on those ads versus like on the Google Display Network. So that's what we use there. And then so if you get a display network ad to work on Google, though, you can take that same ad, make it work on Facebook and LinkedIn to get new visitors there as well. And if that works, usually Taboola and Outbrain will work as well too. So getting the offer that works, you can waterfall your strategy into all these different platforms. And so that's really the name of the game. And not only that, once you have 1 or 2 banner ad sizes that work, you can then scale it up to several banner ad sizes. Actually, Google Display Network now has 15 banner ad sizes, which you can then get maximum penetration in your target audience, because the Google AdSense program that essentially lets you get your ad in front of people on the Google Display Network, they have a bunch of different sizes of ad blocks. And so if you have only a couple size ads, you're only going to get maybe 20% or 10% penetration into your target market. So if it's working, you want to scale up the number of ads as well. Just use the same message, the techniques that worked before, and just make them into different ad sizes. But anyway, that's pretty much in a nutshell what you do. You come up with just one ad, get that to work, and then move it to all these different platforms, make a bunch of different sizes of the ads, and then try each one of these techniques. These are the main ones that work. So anyway, I wish the best luck to you, and let me know if you have any questions. Go ahead and try it yourself. I'll be happy to give you some advice. Thanks.